Hey, was I wrong for how I moved at this girl's birthday dinner? So I get invited via my homegirl to go to this girl's dinner. I don't know her like that. I think I met her once through my homegirl a while ago. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go because you're inviting me. So I go, I get the girl a little gift or whatever. When I pull up, the first thing I realize is, first of all, everybody's on time. And second of all, a lot of people showed up for this girl's birthday dinner. It was over 12 people, probably over 15. I've never seen this many people at a birthday dinner at a restaurant in my life.
No, I believe that's a usual right amount. Uh, Usually when people set up birthday dinners, between 10 and 20 people is actually the average. Uh, Maybe where he lives is different, but I believe that's the average, 10 between 10 and 20 people birthday dinners.
As the night's going, people are buying their drinks and things like that. But what I started noticing is people's orders. I'm a very observant person, so I started noticing people's orders, and people they was ordering two and three appetizers, three and four drinks, the best, biggest T-bone steaks with the gold on it, and this and truffle fries and this and
Oh,
this. Everybody was doing their thing. So something I don't know what it was. At some point of the night, after people was finishing up their plates and ordering their last drinks and stuff like that, I had to go to the bathroom. But something hit me on my way to the bathroom. Like
a lot of people do wait those type of occasions to splurge. Um, for example, like let's say uh, a few people don't can really afford to spend money on dinners like T-bones and truffle fries and all those appetizers on a regular basis. So they would take advantage of situations like that, like a birthday dinner where people are gonna be paying in a group and they're not really paying attention to what other people are ordering. I mean, this guy is the exception. I guess it's like me. I'm always paying attention to what people are ordering around me. So they will splurge, counting on that the bill is gonna be split uh, evenly. So that's to their advantage because usually if they go out and have that type of splurge on a dinner, on a meal by themselves, they probably wanna couldn't afford it. So I don't like people like that. That they wait for special occasions on group dinners, gatherings, to take advantage of other people, and just with the mindset, well, the bill is gonna be split evenly, so just let me order whatever I want to eat, and my cost is gonna be split amongst everybody else at the table.
just stop and pay for your meal. Just stop by the bar, pay for your meal, tip out,
That's
do
good.
that. That's what I did. So by the time I go to the bathroom, pay for my bill, tip out and stuff like that, the waiter is coming around to the table wanting to know how we're gonna do the bill because the bill
Mm.
can only get split two ways, and he made that very clear. The bill can only get split two ways. So the girl looks down at the other end of the table where we're sitting, and she says, "Oh well, two of the guests they can put it on their card, and everybody can cash app them."
I wonder who two of the guests. I wonder of those two guests. Of those two guests, who was one of those guests? I wonder. I wonder.
And they can deal with the bill because I'm not worried about that. I'm the birthday girl. I
Right.
heard it, but
I hate that.
everybody around at the table act like they didn't. And I was completely not worried because again, my bill is paid for, tipped and everything. I'm just kind of waiting on my homegirl. So after time has gone past, nobody's putting up the card. Nobody even touched the check, right? So finally a dude that was there, he opened it being funny and it was over $3,500. That's
Mm,
how much the bill was. It was over $3,500. When he said that, I just busted out laughing. I don't know why I find it to be so funny. I think it's because I
that's
knew it was about
crazy.
to be a shit show. So the person comes back.
That's crazy. Over $3,500 between 15 people. That's over $200 a person if you go evenly. Now, like I said before, a lot of people didn't. A lot of people order more than that. But when they split it evenly, that's over $200 per person. That's crazy. Wow, that's great. And then the birthday girl saying, I'm not worried because it's my birthday. I don't like when people are entitled like that. Just because it's your birthday doesn't mean people need to pay for your shit. I don't like that. If you don't ask or you don't put that or you don't let everybody know beforehand, don't expect that at that moment that I'm gonna cover your shit. I don't like that. That's people are too entitled. I don't like that.
back around and notice that nobody's touching the bill, and it's like, hey, what are we doing about the bill? So she looks down towards our end again, which I don't know why she kept looking down towards our end. So finally she's like, all right, well, who's gonna put down on the bill? So I don't say nothing. My homegirl, she don't
Wise.
say nothing. And then so finally another girl in the group was like, well, my homegirl, well, can we put it on your card and everybody just pay you back? My homegirl, she say no. Like,
Hell
no,
no.
I'm not really comfortable with that. Da, 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 da. So things are starting to get heated now. There's a back and forth going between the restaurant, who's going to be paying, things like that. A lot of people are getting frustrated.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine $3,500? Oh, we're gonna cash app you, sell you, Apple Pay you. Just pay it, and you agree to that. You and your homegirl, your friend, and then at the end of the night, everybody splits. Nobody sends you any money. Oh, bro, that's wow. The only way I would agree to that is, okay, I put up my card, but before I put up my card, everyone needs to sell me and cash app me now. And if you're doing Cash App or Apple Pay, after I withdraw the money from my account, then I'll put up the card. That's the only way I would agree to that. Other than that, nah, not playing me for stupid.
Things are getting heated. So what do? I say, I'm going to excuse myself.
Yes,
Because first of all, I'm not about to be sitting in a food restaurant public setting and embarrass myself
food
because
restaurant.
y'all don't have y'all shit together, right? I don't do
That's
that.
a
I
good
don't play
point.
that. My shit is already taken care of. My bill is taken care of, tipped out, tipped beautifully. My bill came up to 100, and I'll never forget, it was $115 without tip, right? So I was like, I'm gonna excuse myself. Get
Very
up,
smart.
leave, call the Uber and all. My homegirl, because that this is her friend, so she's staying trying to figure things out and stuff like that, arguing things like that with people. I'm not doing that. So I excuse myself and I leave because y'all need to figure this out. As I'm getting up to leave, well, what are you doing? Well, how are you leaving? You need to help pay for this bill, things like that. The waiter, before I
You see, again, you need to help pay for this bill. No, he already paid for his bill, what he consumed, which was very smart. He excused himself, went to the bathroom, went and paid his bill, and then came back to the table. I mean, I would have done something different. At least I would have let my friend know, listen, this is gonna get out of hand. I can see that from the beginning. I've been paying attention. I'm gonna go pay my bill, what I consume. Do you wanna go ahead and do that with me? I would have at least let them know. I wouldn't have just gone and do it and I mean, well, if I went to the bathroom, at least I would have let her know when I came back. Listen, I just paid for my bill. You want me to go with you so you can pay your bill? That way you're not in this mess at the end of the night. At least I would have done that differently. But what he did, yeah, I would have done the same thing. Pay my bill, tipped out, and then just chill and have fun with the mess that was coming after that.
can even say that the waiter's like, his bill's already taken care of.
There
He
you
took,
go.
he paid his bill and tipped out almost 45 minutes ago.
Mm.
Everybody's shocked, looking like I'm hitting the door by now. I'm gone. I'm out. I get by the time I get home, about an hour I would say later, I get a long text message from my homegirl. I think that it was real rude what you did at my homegirl's birthday dinner. I don't know where that type of etiquette came from. Da, 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 da. I texted her back a simple IDC. Okay, I can accept this point of view, I can understand how you could feel this way, but let me add a little bit of context to this situation.
Go ahead.
To begin, anybody that knows me enough that we're going out and hanging out knows that I'm really zero tolerance for any type of BS. That's to begin with. Like anybody knows that Storm will remove himself out of any situation that is unbecoming. You're
Storm.
sitting at this table arguing and getting into it with these people at this nice fancy restaurant. She knew that I was gonna leave. She knows that I don't play that. She knows that, and that's why she wasn't mad that I left. She specifically was not mad that I left. She was mad that I did not contribute to the big bill.
Exactly. I don't see the problem with him leaving. They, I mean, I'm pretty sure it wasn't only her. I'm pretty sure everybody was mad that he didn't contribute to the bill, even though he didn't have to, because first, he didn't know the birthday girl. Second, he paid his bill. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, everybody was mad because everybody was ordering things, splurging himself, and were counting on everything being split evenly. But I don't see a problem with him, paying for his bill, living and live without his friend. I mean, you can make an argument for that, but I don't really see the problem. Like if you and me, if you're my friend, you invite me to one of your friends' birthday dinner, and at the end of the night, I pay for my bill and I'm leaving. If you choose to stay to help your friend handle the situation, I have two options. I can stay and watch because I'm not gonna contribute to the bill, or I can just leave and leave you to it. He made his choice. He's left. Now, when I'm making my choice, then you have another choice. You can leave your friend because there are a lot of other people in that birthday dinner that can help her, or you can stay and help her. His friend decided to stay. He chose to leave. There's, I don't see what the big deal is. Maybe I'm wrong. Comment in, drop it in the comments. Let me know. But in my personal opinion, I don't see the problem with when he left. I don't see the problem also neither with him not contributing to the bill. Everybody else did, but I don't see it because he paid his bill and he tipped too.
That's why she was mad. She sat there and threw her hands up and would made it very crystal clear that she wasn't going to use her card, but in the same breath turned around and was arguing at people about who was going to pay the bill at the table, and not once was saying, "Oh, I'm gonna pay you back. I'll cash app you. Let me Zelle you." So my thing is, why are you so worried about who's going to pay this bill, but at the same time you're not reconfirming anything that you're going to pay them back, just like
Yes.
your homegirl. And another thing I want to point out, she wasn't going to leave that dinner regardless, even if I told her that I paid for my bill, which is why I didn't tell her. Because this, again, is her good homegirl. This is
I understand that, but at least give her the courtesy and let her know so she can make that choice. You just left without telling her, okay. Okay, I can see the argument there. At least let her know so she can make the choice. Just because you know her, don't assume that she's gonna stay. Even if she chooses to stay, just let your friend know. That way they know where you at and what are they gonna do when the moment comes. Other than that, yeah, like shit, I'm not gonna pull my card and then at the end of the night everybody splits and I'm stuck with $3,500 of bullshit I didn't eat.
is her best friend. So she's at the table trying to figure this all out with her homegirl. So I'm like, I'm not the best friend in this situation. I'm just the plus one. I don't know nobody at this table. My homegirl knows everybody at this table. So her dealing with all these
Mm.
people, that's her business. And lastly, we did not fall out because of this. Our relationship, our friendship did not end because of this situation. After like the next day, we kind of like giggled it off, and we kind of agreed to disagree because to this same day, even after she seen this video, we got on the phone and she was like, "Storm, you could have paid more on that bill." And I'm like, "Girl, what do you mean I could have paid more on the bill?"
let's end it on this note, guys. I definitely don't think he should have contributed to the bill if he didn't want to, especially when he already, paid his bill and tipped out. What I would have done differently is I would have let my homegirl know, hey, this is, as you can see, the situation. This is gonna turn into a shit show. I'm gonna go pay my part of the bill. You wanna come with me, and you can avoid this drama. And also, when I was about to leave, I would have let her know, hey, I'm gonna leave. Are you gonna stay or you're coming with me? That way, she wouldn't have felt that type of way that he just, walked out on her and left her hanging. But him contributing to the birthday dinner bill, I don't see it as a big issue, especially when the birthday girl was like entitled. Like I'm not worried about the bill. Like everybody was supposed to pay for her bill. You didn't let anyone know, and then you want everyone to pay for your bill. Come on, especially when this man doesn't even know you, doesn't know anybody at the table except for his homegirl. And very smart that they didn't put their card down, because you imagine you put your card down at the end of the night, everybody leaves and leaves you with that charge on your card. What are you gonna do, especially when you don't know anyone at the table? Again, like I said before, the only way I would have taken that is you guys sell me, cash at me, Apple Pay me now. After I withdraw all the money to my account, then I put the card. If that's not an option, I'm definitely not putting the card for that. But I might be wrong. That's just my opinion. Drop it in the comments if you agree with me. If you don't, please like and share the video. Subscribe to support the channel. You can watch my other videos. They're gonna be here, up here. And have a blessed and exclusive day. Peace.